Hello from Orlando TV. This is King Cool. And today's election day. Yay! It's not really relevant at the moment. You see what this is? This is my old camera. This is what every single other video thing I've ever done, except for the one I did in a class, has been shot on. This is a Canon Optura 30. It's a camcorder, uses DV tape. And I bought it in 2005. And you might have noticed from the way some of the latest Toast reviews have looked, I have a new camera. Of course, I can't show that unless I bought a mirror. See that? That is a Canon Rebel T4i. Now, what might shock you is that this actually costs less than this when I bought it. I'm not going to say exactly how much. Y'all can look at it. But nowadays, this is not worth all that much. I can only sell it for about $100 or something. It's still decent. The main reason I upgraded my camera was because it's something I've been wanting to do for a while. Although I am actually kind of glad I waited for the T4i because it's got some cool stuff that may or may not ever come into play. But the main reason was with Toast reviews, when I shoot it on this, I have to put it on my old Macintosh, which I didn't bring down because I'm not going to bother doing that. I bought that in late 2005, so it's also pretty old. And I would save it, and I would save it as H.264 using the compressor, and so it wouldn't take forever to upload, because I also used to have a bad wireless card. That's also upstairs. I got a new one of those, too. I also have a new graphics card in my thing. Actually, my first attempt at this was going to try to record this in Mirror's Edge to show sort of how much of a difference it was between when I first shot the first Distracted movie review. But, what's the funny thing is that Mirror's Edge didn't used to make me motion sick. And now that it runs a lot smoother, now it totally makes me motion sick. And I gotta get used to that if I want to play it again. But I actually didn't like Mirror's Edge that much. Anyway, that was a random tangent. Though actually slightly related to the thrust of this. You can see why it's taken me a million tries to take this. So it would take 7 or 8 hours to save an episode of Toast Reviews if I shot it on this thing. Because the Mac is just small and old, and I don't know if the oldness has anything to do with it, but, it's just so I'd have to basically leave the computer on all overnight to save the episode, and that takes a lot of time. So I'm like, and even with this being in high definition, high definition, this only takes about an hour to save it, and it's on my regular computer. I can do things like surf the internet or in theory, play a game. I may try to play some TF2 while this goes up, but it depends if I'm feeling up for it. I forget if I mentioned if I have a headache today, but I just really want to get this done and put up, because here's the thing, and this is going to be sort of appropriate because it is election day. I've got, I think, 166 subscribers that I've mined over the last, 5 years now, I think I put it up. I put my first video up sometime about then, and I have it, What I want to ask is, what do you guys like? Why do you subscribe? And please, if you're a subscriber, please answer this. I implore you. Tell me why it is that you subscribed. What part of the things that I've made that you like? What was your favorite? What don't you like? Because at this point, I really don't know what to do anymore. I like doing Toast reviews as a format. But on the other hand, doing them sort of gobbles up the sort of gumption that I have inside me to do other video projects, if you know what I mean. Like, doing this and Forza at the same time pretty much wears me out as far as video stuff. I don't really think I could take on anything else, unless it was very, very simple. I keep talking about, I sort of want to do some regular old LPs, though I wouldn't do them quite, in theory, as informally as Bryce from Around the Wheel, though. You should definitely watch these people. If you're subscribed to me and you're not subscribed to them, go do it. Check them out. They're fun. But I also have other ideas. Like, I'm thinking, I have a show idea that I've had for almost a year now of one that would star the Inanimate Players just by themselves. Does that interest you? Or possibly, I was thinking possibly of doing some sort of movie thing where it's like I try to watch as many movies as possible for 2013, just because I did that once in 2010, and that's sort of what started this whole thing. Or I have an idea for a show where sort of a reviewer style thing where I'm actually scripted and I'm talking about certain movies. But the thing with that is, what do I show? I mean, you know, I'm already doing this just to show the camera, and I already have the players. Like, the fact that I don't like to show my face on camera is not so much to do with anything, it's just except for the fact that I don't want to look at me talking for this. That's what. But it's been the invention of many things. I came with the players to avoid it. I had the Doom rants because of that, which I actually really like. And especially the funny thing is that came from the fact that Portal 2 didn't run that great on my computer. Otherwise, I would have been playing it during it, and it would have changed everything. So it's funny now that I have the new card that actually makes Portal 2 run very well. So what I'm wondering is like, you know, I could probably do it where I'm on camera, but I would want to come up with a new way to sort of be anonymous. Like, if you guys watched Todd in the Shadows, and he's like, you know, in silhouette the whole time, I think that's really great, because, you know, he wants to keep his privacy up. But I can't think of any other way to do it. And furthermore, I don't know if it's necessary, because the fact of the matter is, if you want to look, you can probably find a picture of me online. You know, some people have put pictures of me online, so I'm sort of like, I mean, to me, I'm sure if I typed Todd in the Shadows real face picture or something into Google, I'm sure I'd find it. But to me, I'm like, why? Why would I want to? I think it's, you know, it's just, what fun is that? To just, oh, that's what he looks like. I'm not interested. And like, he looks like the guy with a mask. That's the same thing. It'd be like, well, what does the guy under, like, what does V look like? It's like, who cares, you know? Why is that important? But then, since I don't use clips or anything, what do I show? If I don't show clips, or me, or whatever, what do I show? So what I'm wondering is it now time for me to step out in front of the camera and just do this? Because I sure don't like looking at myself. I've been doing a little test footage while to shoot myself for a second, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't like me on camera talking at all. So that's why I'm asking my subscribers, I'm like, what do you guys like about what I do? And do you think I should, what projects have you seen that you liked? I know some people really liked distracted movie reviews, but you know, the funny thing is, those have a lot more views than a lot of the Toast reviews, because people would also go look for footage of the game. One of the ones that has the most views is the Deja Vu one, where I was watching Bookworm, and I am so off message on that one, because I'm looking at the letters and I can't focus. And what's funny is, I think Faile told me that she was watching it and she can't concentrate what I'm saying because she's also looking at the letters. So, I don't know, I thought that was funny. Anyway, so this is just a plea just to ask people, what do you guys like about what I do? Because I'm to the point where I'm sort of like, I really don't know anymore. And if I spent, you know, a buttload of cash on this brand new camera just to replace this one, I really think I should be trying to get a lot of use out of it. It's not so much getting like the money back or anything, because this isn't a business for me. It's just what I do, although maybe I could start doing photography business, but I also don't care, and I know a million people who love photography so much more, and I'm like, I like making videos. I don't so much like need a photography of some woman sitting in a wrecked house, you know, holding a single flower as a toy airplane flies above her or some shit. I don't know what people do. I'm rambling. I guess that's it. So please, if you could, in the comments or message or whatever, just tell me what it is about my videos you like. I mean, if you just stumbled upon this video randomly, you have no idea, you could, in theory, you could harm me very badly by saying, you know what I really liked? I liked that one video with a cat, and just like, oh, okay, I guess I'll do more of those, you know. Anyway, thank you all for watching. This is King Cool. Drive home safe. Sleeping on the job, are you?